Welcome, friends, to Crazy Women Country, where women's voices matter. We bring you the greatest female voices in the music industry, from the artists, songwriters, and producers, to managers and executives, and all the women who make the music industry what it is today. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, crazy fans, and welcome. We are talking with Ash. I say we, but it's just me. But I am talking to Ash again. We're going through our 20 crazy questions. And I've had to find a whole new 20 questions because Ashley knows them all. We have to keep tricking her now. Keep making it harder and harder.
Keep keeping me on my toes, huh?
I know. Can't have you getting bored, you know. Got to have you wanting to come back, you see.
Right.
Okay, are you ready for this?
Ready.
Good, let's do this. So, what has been the most embarrassing thing you've ever worn?
I've ever worn?
Yep.
Well, back in the early 90s, when I didn't dress myself, I think anything my mother put me in. She would put like these big bows on the side of my head, like I'm talking big bows. And she would do like the total 90s, like floral print dresses and with the puffy sleeves.
Oh, yeah.
It was a whole thing. Yeah. Very embarrassing to look back on my childhood photos.
I think we should put photos on our website. I think, who is this person?
Can you guess who this is? Yes.
Yeah, that'd be very cool. Okay, if you had the chance to invent a country, what would you name it?
Ashland.
Ashland, that's a great name. Look at that. You're too prepared for these questions. Who told you them?
Oh, sorry.
No one's leaked them.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever had an extremely bad haircut? If so, what was it?
Going back to the 90s, I one time cut my own bangs. So they were very crooked. They were very lopsided. It was not a good look. That was pretty bad.
You wore around like this just to make them look straight.
Yeah, I kind of had to tilt my head just so my bangs would look even. And it took forever to grow those back. Yeah.
That's funny. Okay. Have you ever forgotten your own lyrics while on stage?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's like a normal thing.
That's an everyday occurrence, that is.
Yeah. And now I will say, I don't know what it is. In recent years, I have gotten a lot better about not forgetting. But one time there's a couple times that really stick out to me, but usually if I do forget my lyrics, it's always to the second verse. Like I'll start the song fine, chorus comes along, I'm good. It's the second verse. And one time what I'll do is I'll just like keep strumming the same chord. And then I look at my husband and I go, what's the words to this song? And he just goes, da, 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 da. I'm like, oh, thank you. And then, I pick up. But yeah, so hopefully no one notices. But yes, I totally forgot lyrics. Totally.
We'll come to a show of yours now so I can spot it.
Yeah, exactly. You're looking.
Okay. If you had only 3 months to live, how would you spend it?
I would say in the mountains with my husband and my dog and anyone else that I just really would love to spend time with. Just quiet, peaceful, just out in nature and loving all the people that I love.
I love it. That's very cool. Very cool. Okay. Would you like to take a lie detector test with your parents or the CWC staff?
I'm going to say CWC staff. I'll pick you guys.
That'll be quite funny. We'll keep it fun.
Yes.
Okay. You've recently joined the Spice Girls. What Spice name have you created for yourself?
That one's a little stumpy. I want to say something like I keep doing the puns with my name, so I don't know. Ash Spice, I guess. I don't know.
It's a whole new spice in the rack.
It's a whole new spice. Yeah.
I love it.
It's like the fiery, hot, peppery, kind of spice. I don't know.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the weirdest text message you've ever got?
Um, I've gotten a lot, but one that happened pretty recently is the now I've had my phone number for years and years and years, but the guy that had my phone number before me, so I mean, we're talking probably like 10, 20 years ago, something crazy like
Mhm.
that. He was a guy named Garcia,
Yeah.
I found out. And one day, this was pretty recently, this person texted me and was like, "Hey, do you remember going to school with me?" And I'm like, I was homeschooled, so no. And they basically like we went back and forth. Like I thought it was spam, and so we were going back and forth. And they're like Garcia, and then they start calling me a bunch of bad names, because they're angry. And I'm like, oh no. I'm like, he doesn't have this number. Like it's so that was like kind of a weird thing though, because it's like that start though of like, do you remember like we went to school? I'm like, well, I was homeschooled, so nope, I don't remember you. Like,
Oh, that's a great answer to that. I can remember that one now.
yeah.
Okay, when was the last time you screamed?
Um, I'm honestly not much of a screamer or a yeller. I'm pretty calm, but I did last year go on to we went to Dollywood and we rode that new Big Bear Mountain roller coaster thing,
Mm.
and I totally screamed the whole way through. My husband was like, "I thought you were like dying." Like several times, and I was like, "I don't know. I just don't ride a lot of roller coasters. It was exciting." And he's like, "Okay," but yeah. I guess I scream a lot though. Apparently, when I go to Dollywood and ride the rides, ride
Oh,
roller
why not?
coasters.
It's
Yeah.
Dollywood. We'd all be screaming. "Ah!"
Yeah.
That's funny. Okay, what's the weirdest job you've ever had?
um, I think I'm kind of boring. So music now is my full-time job, and I feel like a lot of people don't really understand what that means or how I make money or anything. So I always think that maybe some people would say this job, because it's like, so what do you do? And how do you, okay, so maybe that. But I've worked, I also, like, when I was working jobs, I'd actually worked, interesting facts, full time since I was 13 years old. So I've worked, but when I've gotten a job, I've always been employed super long periods of time. Like, I think the least amount of time I've ever worked at a job is 3 years.
Oh wow.
So yeah, so I've always been like very long employed. But what I used to do back in the day is I actually used to, in order to pay for like guitar lessons and different things and school, I actually would clean houses. Um,
Okay,
so I mean, I don't know. So I don't know if cleaning houses or doing music. I don't know which one's weirder, but there's two options for you.
that's funny.
Yeah.
Okay, do you sleep with your door open or closed?
Oh, closed. Closed. If you sleep with the door open, the bad men will come and get you. You gotta close that. Yeah.
You gotta close it. I love
You gotta close that. Yep.
it. Okay, some of these you might have already had, but let's just see. They might have changed, you see. If you have a bad day, what's your feel-good TV show or film?
Ooh, Beauty and the Beast. Uh, and preferably the cartoon, the 1991 version. Yeah, that's my favorite movie of all time. If it's a bad day or like if I'm sick with like, cold or flu or
Yeah.
something like that, that's kind of tradition. Is my husband will put me on the couch or whatever with a blanket and we put on Beauty and the Beast and the world is a better place.
Me and you are best friends now. That's my
Yes.
all-time favorite
All
film.
time
All-time favorite.
favorite.
Love it.
Yes.
I
Oh,
love it.
yes. I actually, so when I was a little girl, I'm a massive Beauty and the Beast fan. That's something I don't think a lot of people would guess, but I have like Beauty and the Beast stuff all around our house. At our wedding, when I walked down the aisle, I walked down to Tale as Old as Time. Huge fan. But when I was a little girl, my older brothers, I have a bunch of brothers, but two are much older than me. Like they were teenagers when I was born,
Mm.
and they repeatedly tell the story that I would wear out like every 3 to 6 months. I would wear out the VHS tape of Beauty and the Beast because it would play, and then they'd have to go rewind it and then watch it again. And then when it would stop, I'd cry, so they'd have to go rewind it and then watch it again. So they all hate that movie. And yeah, I went through VHS tapes just from to keep rewinding it to play it again. So yeah, I love Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, I love it. It's just the best. It's the best.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your favorite pizza topping?
Definitely sausage and Italian sausage and pineapple. Delish.
Okay, if you could write with anyone, alive or dead, who would it be?
Alive, Brandy Clark. Hands down, Brandy Clark. I would die. I would be so excited about that. Someone who would be dead, Loretta Lynn.
Oh yeah,
So I hope in heaven I get to write with Loretta Lynn. It would make my life in heaven.
complete.
Yes, that's full circle.
If your life was a reality show, what would it be called?
Ash holes.
What a play on name. Assholes. I love it. That is very cool. I would definitely watch that just to name it.
I feel like I don't know, but I feel like life is just this weird, I don't know, thing where it's like you're going along and you get in a hole, and I don't know, and it just makes sense to me in my weird brain. So yeah, I'll go with that.
I love it. That is the best. Okay, which artist would you love to do a duet with?
I keep saying her name, but two come to mind. One, Brandy Clark, hands down. I would love to write with Brandy, go record something, and then be able to duet with her. Gretchen Wilson would be my other top favorite. I would love to do a duet with Gretchen Wilson.
She's awesome. She is awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Android or Apple?
Apple. Nothing against Android. I know a lot of people like them, but I think for what we do musically and just with everything, I just feel like Apple just makes things so much better. It's easier for me.
It works well. Yeah, I understand that. Okay, if you owned a bar, what would the color of your favorite drink be?
I think it would be super cool to do a drink that was actually, and I don't know if you've seen them, I'm sure there's probably a technical name. You can do drinks, but then have it be like 3 different colors, like it kind of like goes one into the other. I would want one called like America, and it would be red, white, and blue, like all like infused. I think that would be so cool. And then you can put instead of like like a little cherry or like a little straw, you just put a big America flag right there with the straw. That's what I would do.
That is very cool. That is very, very cool. I like that one. Okay. What's your guilty pleasure food?
When I want to be real bad, and not eat food that I know makes me skinny and happy and healthy. I'm a California girl, so it's Mexican food. I love chips and salsa. Ooh, little queso, little guac. Tacos, enchiladas, like anything that is Mexican food. It's always just my all-time favorite food. I love it.
Happy camper then.
Oh, it makes me happy. Makes me so happy, especially if it's like real authentic Mexican food. Oh, speaks to my soul. That's soul food. That's soul food.
That is perfect. I love that. So, who has the best guitar? You or your husband?
Aren't they all mine?
I love that. So he doesn't own any of them. They're all yours.
It's an interesting thing because my husband owned clearly several really nice guitars that like his parents or grandparents bought him growing up. He's played guitar since he was just a little guy, so I mean he's played guitar most of his life. So he has some really, really nice guitars, and then I had some nice guitars, but I actually, back during like the pandemic, like when live music and all that went away, I actually worked at guitar shops here in Nashville. So I mean, I love gear and I get really nerdy about it and all. And so, but when I was working there and I got these great, employee discounts, I bought a bunch of guitars for us. So we actually own, like with his and mine, and then fans even have gifted me guitars that were like
Oh, wow.
in their family, which I bawl like a baby. But yeah, like I have a friend, great fan, Roger Brown. He has been a member of the Bad Ashes, like my fan club, for years. And his dad passed away a few years ago. And so he gave me, I was up there in Virginia where he lives playing a show. He gave me his dad's old Recording King guitar. And it is a beautiful instrument. And we actually just used it in the studio. I have a song coming out called Family. And I went in and I actually played the guitar Roger gave me, his dad's old guitar, on the song called Family. And it's just makes me cry just thinking about it. But yeah, we own like 40 guitars though, between like all of that. But the thing is, that sounds like a lot, but we use all of them. So yeah, but my husband, I don't know. I feel like there are guitars that he plays more than I do, or like maybe they were his from back in the day, but really, they're all mine. Let's just be honest. Like, I hate to sound like any good wife, but I'm like, what's yours is mine. What's mine is yours. Yeah. Like, all right.
Definitely. I love that. Oh, that was fun. You did amazing, as always.
Oh, thank you for having
You're
me.
good at this. We need to make these more difficult.
I kind of enjoy it. I don't know. I think it's fun.
It's quirky, and it sort of matches your personality. You see, that's what it is.
Right, exactly.
That's what it is. Well, thank you very much for joining me, Ash, and everybody. Once you've watched this, check out the interview if you haven't already, because we had so much fun. And don't forget to check out Ash's website and join her fan club and listen to her music, because you're gonna love it all. Okay, see you later soon. Check you out, boys.
If you enjoyed today's episode of Crazy Women Country, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Be sure to click the subscribe button for new interviews weekly. And thank you, friends, for joining us today on Crazy Women Country, where women's voices matter.